Hello there, Year 2. So I'm here to go through one of your problems of the day. It is the second one in today's activity. And it says here, complete the final calculation. Triangle add triangle equals, now I've got here 18, you've got a different number. You've got the number for 16. You also then have triangle add circle equals 15, and then triangle take away circle equals something. What is going on here? There's no numbers. So what's happening then? How do we know what 18 is? So this is a bit of a trick because actually these triangles represent a number. And your job today is to work out what these numbers represent to help you work out the rest of these calculations. So the first one, triangle add triangle equals 18. Now the reason why the triangles are the same and the same colour and the same size is because they are the same number. So something add something equals 18. The same number add a same number equals 18. Oh, my brain hurts. So let's draw it. I'm going to have here, I've just moved my counters out of the way. I'm actually going to draw a bar model. Bar models are our friends. They help us to see the maths that we need to do. Now, we know one bit of information already. What information do we know with this first calculation? Well, we know the whole is 18, so I'm going to write 18 up here. What else do we also know? Well, we also know that the triangles, whatever number they are, they're the same value, they're the same number. So I'm actually going to split my bar in half because it's two equal parts. These numbers are equal values. And here's where my counters come in. Now, I've pre-got these counters from earlier, and I've made sure I've got 18 counters because we know that my whole is 18. I wonder if anyone can work out what they think I'm going to need to do with these counters to work out these numbers in here. Well, if my whole is 18, I need to share them out equally. So I'm just going to share them out one at a time, make it systematic. I might have to go slightly out of my bar. I haven't made it quite big enough to fit it in. I'm just trying to do it one at a time. Okay, so my 18, there we have it. It's now been shared into two equal parts to now work out what the triangle is worth. Take a look. What is the value of one of our parts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I need to double check to make sure this side is also the same. So let's count. You might be able to see my array already, but I'm just going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually, each of these parts is 9. So triangle equals 9. And actually, if you think about your 2 times tables, I've had to split 18 into 2 equal parts. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 lots of 9 is 18. And if I do my inverse, 18 shared into 2 equal parts is 9. So this is where your knowledge of your times tables comes in handy. So I can now actually write on here that 18 is 9 add 9. So now it's going to help me work out my next little bit. Because triangle add circle equals 15. Ugh, more shapes. But don't worry, because what do we know triangle is now worth? It's now worth 9. So we only need to work out circle. So here comes another bar model. Now, how do you think this bar model needs to be laid out? What parts do we now know? What information do we know? Do we know what the whole is? Well, the whole is 15. Do we know what any of these parts are? Well, we know that triangle is worth 9, so I'm going to put 9 in here. We have to work out what circle is. We don't know what it is yet. So what kind of calculation do you think we're going to need to do here? We know that triangle is 9 and we need to get to 15. I'm actually just going to draw a quick number line down here. We know that triangle is 9. We need to get to 15. So circle is the amount of space in between here. And I'm just going to count on. Now, there's a couple of ways you can count on. You might just want to count on in ones, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then just count how many jumps we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you might want to break your number line down and you could do 9. Think about your number bonds. Add the 1 to get you to 10, and then add 5 to get you to 15. But here, the difference between 9 and 15 is 6. And actually I could also do my number line in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 to 15 to show that circle is going to be 6. So now that we know that 9 add 15 is 6, I'm just going to double check. 9 add 6 is 15. It will now help me work out the last one. So here, what do we now know? Now we know that triangle is 9, circle is 6. Well, that's a nice and easy bit of maths. What do you think the answer is going to be? 9 take away 6. Oh, it's 3. So there you have it, Year 2s. There's a really good way to help you solve your shape puzzle. Now have a go at your one. Make sure you draw your bar models if you need to. Make sure you draw your number lines if you need to. And make sure that you use some equipment. Do let me know how you get on. I would love to see how many of you get to solve this maths puzzle today. Have a lovely day, Year 2. Bye.